can I trouble you for a moment? Please deliver this to my family. They can't follow where I'm going, and I was hoping you could tell them not to look for me. Someday maybe what I've done to make a good story. Cause even as we speak, there are storm clouds overseas, a whole mess of guilt that'll hold power over me unless I go and sign with the documents required. I was only 16 but knew they wouldn't check for liars. I never would have gone if I had known the horrors then. Homesick but knew I had to go. There was a war to win. We looked back and thought we'd never see that shore again. Cause the battles of the gods leave the fighting to the mortal men. And as I hold this pen I think of those I leave behind. My parents, my little sister, I can see them crying. But an action not a pride or any benefit of mine, but because I deem their freedom's a cause fit for dying. We are Canada, they say, of the Allied Commonwealth. They've got a fight on their hands, and they brought it on themselves. Hitler's minutes are numbered if we can come within a mile, said the youngest lieutenant with terror under his smile. And the senior ranking officers are reassure the troops, singing songs about the murdering that we are sure to do. What will we turn into? What of a soldier's afterlife? Cause when it's kill or be killed, who can walk the path to light? I barely sleep for half the night. The dreams don't ever stop. I never thought about the awfulness of people getting shot. I bet if we connect the dots and see that this is obvious, no matter who the Nazi is, that neither's better off. I watch as dark clouds congregate above the horizon. The water's boiling over, we're about to dive in. If we were sent to die then, what has life meant? Enemy shores in view, so tell me, is it this that I was born to do? Screams of one fearless hero shred the lining of my heart like metal pieces in my comrade's chest, minus the dying part. Trying not to part with my unit, but it's useless. A lone trooper finding survival in movement, but too late. Felt like a train hit my shoulder. The shooter was invisible, the bullet came from nowhere. It's not even important, I thought to myself, he's just shooting cause he has to. Like everybody else, I better stay down. There's no call for bravery here. I see this gore-spattered gray world through a clouded iris. I march into hell's mouth, a tapestry of violence. And the only thing that's louder than the battle is the silence. I checked the bullet wound, but it didn't look too serious. That didn't mean I wasn't feeling it, and I was bleeding, and a grim thought occurred to me. Just at that moment the sky's red cause it reflects the color of the ocean. So I tied off the wound with a piece of my shirt, dragged my feet through the dirt, seeking relief from the hurt. This broken steeple of work, it didn't need to be perfect, and maybe demons would be less eager to frequent a church. I sat in the corner and listened to the guns drumming, reliving the images like I should have done something when the wrong colored uniform stumbled through the door. If my rifle wasn't empty, that's enough to shoot him for. I remember the figure well, like a reoccurring dream. Not a soldier, but a soul trapped within that army green. He spat some blood at the dirt and let his wounds bleed until the red spread across his shirt. He fell to his knees and he looked at me and laughed as he tossed his pistol, and I knew he could have shot me, but saw he didn't have the will to. He laid down and died, but not before he said in basic English, it would never make a difference if I killed you.